Okay, I'm gonna shoot this ultra wide because it's just simply easier for me because I'm literally recording with one hand and I have one free hand open. So today is July 16th and it is 10:28 p.m. I just picked this up from a local micro center in Fairfax, Virginia. And just real quick, this is a Legion 5 with the AMD processor, Ryzen 7 5800H. Base clock is 3.2 gigahertz. I'm not sure what the boost clock is, but this always will tell you the base clock here. I will talk about boost clocks and stuff like that in a future video. The reason why I'm doing this is because not a lot of people are talking about the 2021 Legion 5. A lot of people are talking about the Legion 5 Pro. I personally don't care for the Legion 5 Pro, just simply because I like a normal 16:10 aspect ratio, and I like the 15-inch form factor of this laptop. I don't care for having a 16-inch laptop. Also, the price is a big thing. This is $1379 with these specs. And I'm actually gonna do an unboxing, and I'm actually gonna take this thing apart and upgrade the RAM and the storage. I have 32 gigs of RAM. 15.6-inch full HD IPS display. I did look at the specs of this. I can't tell you the colors and stuff like that. I will say that the refresh rate of the display is 165 hertz and it is a G-Sync panel. It also has a MUX switch on the laptop. Now this 3060 is pretty cool. I believe it operates between 115 watts and 140 watts. So let's get to the unboxing. I already ripped off the tape. It had like a black Lenovo tape. I actually have it over here. I just ripped it off the cardboard and then I just decided to start recording. So I'm sorry you missed that part. But it's a simple box. I mean, so normally the Legion boxes, you kind of have to lay them flat like this and then pull it up over. This is obviously not the case. It's really, really simple. It's just, you know, run-of-the-mill box. Let's first start with the power cord. This is a very, very thick cable. This, which is a, oh my gosh, this is a giant charger. 300 watts. Holy cow. This is huge. But anyway, so this is a quick way for me to just plug it in here to that. And then when I need to go on the go and take this and put it in my backpack, I could just throw this cable in my backpack and I don't have to worry about going behind over here and unplugging it from the wall down there. It's pretty smart in my opinion. But anyways, this is huge. This is hefty. I don't even know. Like if I were to just compare it with a normal mouse, it's huge. Let me make it so it's not distorted. Or like my iFixit kit compared to it. I mean, it's gigantic. Huge. Or like, let me grab an Xbox controller. This is a big brick. Anyways, okay, so last but not least, you got the laptop over here. There's nothing in there. I'm sure the laptop's in here with all the documentation and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull this out with one hand. I'm probably not gonna be able to. So I'll flip it upside down. Come on. There it is. It's coming. All right, so this is obviously a no frills box. The packaging's pretty cool. You got the packaging down there. And let me pull all the packaging out. Sorry for the crappy unboxing. This is last minute and I wanted to do it. So you got your paper there. Sure, that's like warranty information and how to use the computer and quick start guides. And then you got two, it looks like two Legion stickers. You got a Legion sticker there. And oh, that's like a clearish Legion sticker. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. Yeah, you can see it. Pretty cool. So two stickers, not bad. Nothing else. Whoa, whoops, making a lot of noise. Nothing else. All right, so for consistency, I had to get it reoriented a little bit. This is, you know, everything it came with. Let me do this on my bed because it's just easier with one hand. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this off here. And the packaging is really, really nice. Again, this is a no frills box. It's really just, you know, locked in by these two, you know, foam thingies, and then wrapped in the, you know, in the really, really nice, like soft fabric. And there we go. There it is, pulling it right out. Now this is like the bluish color. It's really, really nice, giving like an iridescent, you know, sheen, depending on how you look at it. And the light, it's pretty cool because I got lights like right above there. Pretty cool. See how it's just playing with the light? I don't think this logo lights up, but I'm not 100% sure. This is the 4-zone RGB. So, or 3-zone, I think it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 zones. First thing I always check whenever I get a laptop is, does the trackpad have any play? And it does not have any play whatsoever. This is a big deal to me. I just had an Asus laptop that I literally just returned today. The Asus G15 Advantage Edition with the 5900HX and the 6800M. I got it from a nearby Best Buy, again here in the United States in Northern Virginia. I got rid of it because the trackpad was ridiculously loose. Whenever I would use it, it would give me these like phantom clicks how loose it was. Like this, it's not loose at all. No play. No play whatsoever. Firm clicks, very, very nice, very rigid. You know, this is the keyboard that we know and love, the True Strike keyboard, the Lenovo True Strike keyboard. This is what's on a lot of their ThinkPad series. Again, 3-zone RGB, fantastic. You got the function plus Q, switches you between silent or quiet, auto, which is basically balanced, and then high performance, which I think with the high performance is the only way to get the full 140 watts out of the GPU. I'm almost positive if it's imbalanced, you'll stick around 115 watts. This thing has a Muxillary switch, a Ryzen 7 5800H with an RTX 3060, again pulling between 115 watts and 140 watts. You got your AMD Radeon graphics, which is the APU shared with the CPU over here, and then you got the RTX 3060. I'm really, really excited for this laptop. You got a webcam up here. I mean, this definitely looks professional. You got USB Type A, USB Type C, and headphone jack. This USB Type C is just Type C, no Thunderbolt 3 on this one. It's cool they have them labeled up here. If we look at them like this, because it's the front of the laptop. So this is going to be super speed USB Type A. This is your proprietary Lenovo power connector. You got HDMI. I'm not 100% sure exactly what these are, but you got HDMI, 2 USB Type A's. This one's USB Type C with PD. That means power delivery over USB Type C, which is pretty cool because I have a portable USB Type C charging brick that will charge this laptop on the go. So I don't necessarily have to carry that big, huge power brick. And then you obviously have your Ethernet port. Very, very, very excited. Every Lenovo I've ever had has always had fantastic thermals on it. Wonderful, wonderful thermals. I expect nothing else from this laptop. Everything's nice, lines up really well. The hinge feels good. Nothing crazy. I'm really excited. Now I'm gonna get to the taking it apart section. I'm gonna grab my NVMe. This is a 2 terabyte NVMe. These are 2 little thermal pads I have on it prepared. And then I have 2 DIMMs. You can see exactly what it is right here. They're both identical. Again, this is dual channel 16 gigs. I'm gonna make it dual channel 32, 16 and 16. So this is the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing apart even before I fire it up or do anything with it. Screwdriver, and we'll go from there. All right. So typically with these Lenovo laptops, they are a tiny bit of a pain in the butt to take apart. It's not like rocket science or anything like that. Obviously, you want to, you know, make sure you're taking your time and you're not rushing it, because at the end of the day, this is an all plastic device and you don't want to damage the plastic, which is why I have an iFixit kit. I'm not big enough of a YouTuber to have like a sponsored video by them or have affiliate links or anything like that, but I really do highly recommend them. They are fantastic. Now, in previous Legion laptops, which I've had in the past, I had one with a 1660 Ti. Normally there's a screw right in the middle here. There is none. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it's very, very important that you place the screws as you see them, because I know for a fact the ones in the middle are going to be shorter than all the rest of them. I like to keep them in order, even though in theory I can just mix and match all these because they're all the same size, what's currently there. But these for sure in the front are shorter. One is super tiny, the other one's significantly longer. Just keep your screws in the exact place. All right, so now let's do our thing here. Okay, so what you want to do, especially with this laptop, so this whole piece is one giant cover. Like this, these fins over here, which kind of look different actually than previous generations of the Legion 5 line. They stick out a little more. It's nice. And then obviously this whole area down here is just one giant opening for your fans, if you can see that. It's pretty cool. Okay, so like I was saying before, this whole back plate here is just one piece, including how it kind of overlaps here on the side and goes forward in the back. So what I like to do is I like to actually start in the back. Okay, so I like to start in the back here because this is going to be real tight. Get it between. Just take your time. Again, I like the iFixit kit because I'm not worried about breaking plastic tabs and all that stuff. You just want to take your time, be real careful, because you don't want to break any plastic tabs. Then I like to work my way around the sides. So sometimes the sides are really tight, so I'll do the front. See, it's lifting up a little bit. Just want to give it a little bit of separation. Again, work your way through. You do not want to rush it. I cannot stress that enough. Rotate. To the side. I'm sorry guys, I wish I had a better tripod to do this, or I wish I had like a GoPro or something. Okay. All right, so I'm already at the point now where I need to get this piece off. So what you have to do is you have to slip this in between the body and the back plate. So I'm gonna get it started and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I'm doing this now here. So I'm getting it in here and I want to fit it in. Again, don't want to break any plastic tabs, so I'm just kind of feeling it out. Damn, this is really tight. Holy cow. Because I think I watched a video from Gizmo and he was afraid to open up a Legion laptop. Gizmo Slip Tech. I highly recommend his channel. He's pretty good. Here we go. I'm starting to feel it a little bit. See, I'm just running across, not putting a lot of pressure. There it is. Okay, good. No plastic tab is broken. Just take your time.
I recommend an iFixit kit more than anything. See, this side was a lot better. All right. And then as far as the top, it's literally gonna come right off. All right, so anyways, you take the back cover off. See over here, there's a mesh, but you can see the see-through over here on this thing, which is pretty cool. And then on that one too. This is more of a dust filter, which is why there's really only see-through here and here, which kind of matches up on these two fans. Behind this shroud over here, you got your RAM, NVMe, Wi-Fi card. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Wi-Fi 6. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that. And then this is your empty NVMe. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these off, and let's see what we got underneath. I could be wrong at the placement of some of these things, but I'm almost positive this is the empty NVMe side, and then this is the populated one. So first, let's start with the RAM. There's these tiny little metal tabs. I just use this to get between them. It's easier to pull the shroud off that way. See, it's still really tight, so I gotta do all of them. So let's do these. Just to create a little bit of separation. There are ones at the top, but I'm pretty sure I can just flip this up. Man, this is all crazy tight. Okay, so I had to go to the ones at the top, and let's see. Oh Lord. What is it called? Oh, I forgot to do these two all the way at the top. All right, there it is. Yeah, so you basically got to get, a wedge between them and just kind of go around them. But if we were to compare the RAM, so this is Samsung memory here, and then what I am replacing this with is this SK Hynix memory. Go this way. Yeah, so you can look at them. So yeah, I'm using this one. I'm gonna put these ones in storage. I may sell them. Oh, the other thing is, what you'll notice is this is gonna be dual rank, meaning you have chips on both sides. It's dual rank. This is actually single rank. No chips on the back, only chips on the front. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, modules or chips, whatever. I am an IT professional, but I don't know, I'm not always 100% perfect on that stuff. Again, single rank, modules on the front or chips on the front, nothing on the back. That's single rank versus dual rank. Some people say dual rank doesn't matter. I actually think it does. And when you're putting in the RAM, you kind of put it in at an angle, and then you just press down. Real simple. I'm assuming this battery could be bigger, and looks like I could piggyback off of that screw over there, and this can piggyback off of this screw over here. I don't know why this is such a small battery. 58 watt hour, no, 60 watt hour battery. Dang, I thought these came with 80 watt hour batteries. I don't know, whatever. So battery life on this thing, especially with the mux switch, if you don't switch it into hybrid graphics, battery life on this thing is gonna suck. I guarantee you it'll suck. And I'm not just talking about playing video games, like doing anything will suck. Now, if you put it in the hybrid mode, with that AMD CPU, it'll probably just be sipping power, and therefore you get pretty good battery life, but that 60 watt hour battery is small. The biggest saving grace of this thing, though, is the fact that it is USB-C power delivery. So if you have a little battery bank, you should be set. Look at that. So this is your CMOS battery. This is the ribbon cable connecting the daughter board with the motherboard. And this is obviously where your NVMe would go. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually take off these two thermal pads, because this thing already has thermal pads on it, and it's got a shroud to cover it. So that's pretty good. Thank you, Lenovo. There we go. That feels good. Okay. All right, let's pop that on there. You know, and for the record, like, repacing this laptop, you know, is not going to be hard. I mean, once you're in, you have access to everything. There's literally nothing. You don't have an inverted board. You have nothing to worry about. Which is awesome. All right, and then over here, I can unscrew this for you just so you all can see it. I find this very helpful. And again, this is the Micro Center version. I'll have a link in the description for the Micro Center store I got it from and how much it is, which is $1379.99. When you pull this off, did I unscrew everything? Yeah, I did. Boom. Got access to a Western Digital NVMe. This is a 1 terabyte, and then obviously this is your Wi-Fi card. And that's what it is. So yeah, this is it. Oh, last thing I would really recommend is, you know how like I kind of spaced these things out? Let me show you what they look like real quick here. I want to be helpful. Like these things, what I had to do is literally put my guitar picker spudger between them. You know, I had to basically wedge it through to kind of space them out. I recommend doing the opposite, kind of just press them on this thing, because you don't want this thing to like be loose and like pop out. Not to say that it like will, but you never know. So I'm literally just going through and just pushing on it to press against this thing. And you wait, when you put it back, you want to make sure the arrow is pointing up towards, you know, the heat sink and the fans and stuff, because that's the correct orientation. And remember when I said it was stuck and I had to get the two on the back? These are the two I'm referring to. And that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the back plate on here, and I will make another video just talking about my thoughts about this laptop after a week or so. Oh, last thing, actually I wanna add this here. When you put the back plate on, what I like to do is I like to kind of have it on the front, because you know it has that junk in the trunk in the back. It has that extended back for extra cooling. So I like to personally bring it all the way to the back and kind of clip it like that. It's almost easier like when I do it on my lap, because you know, but you just want to line it up. So you kind of want to like put it in like this way first and then kind of go in the back. So you want to make sure it's all good in the back here. And then I start pushing in the back. It's good. Hearing all these clips is great. Good. I haven't heard anything in the front. There it is. There you go. And you have just witnessed the taking apart of the Legion 5 and putting it back together. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. I'm going to test this computer out, and I will make another video after my thoughts after maybe a couple weeks, and I'll let you all know what I think. Peace.